Yo, my people, and we are live in our place for the Chelsea versus Liverpool watch-along. The match starts in about an hour and 20 minutes. Lineups come out in the next 10 minutes, so you'll be able to see the lineups. But love for the views and that, my people. Appreciate the view. Yep, Chelsea are going to take on Liverpool, my Bruce. Oh, let me know the score predictions. Oh, wait for this one. Oh, 234 subscribers. Thank you to all my subscribers. 234 of you, my people. Damn. Will Chelsea get the win today? Will Chelsea get the win today? That is the big question, my people. Share this thing, guys. Bon voyage, mes amis. Love for the views and the one like already, my people. Oh, you man's got the early kickoffs and that. Did you know that last season Chelsea and Liverpool drew practically every time, other than the fact that we went to penalties in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup? But every game after 90 minutes or 120 minutes was a draw. Could be the same thing today. But hopefully it's not. My score prediction is 2-1 to Chelsea. So hopefully we can get that. Mikhail Mudryk should hopefully start. Oh. Yo, my people, join my watch along. Link is in the next story. Yo, my people, Join my watch along. Link is in the next story. Yo, my people, join my watch along. Yo, my people, join my watch along. Link is down below. Subscribe to the channel. Yo, my people, good morning to you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully Chelsea beat Liverpool and move out of 10th position. But few man, appreciate it. Wait, I messed up that one. Yo, my people, good morning to everyone. Hope you guys have a great Saturday, and hopefully Chelsea beat Liverpool today. But on that note, join my watch along. Link is below. Appreciate it, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for Chelsea content. Okay, bro. You got 5 minutes till the kickoff. Not kickoff until the lineups are released. Yo, my people. Hope you guys have a great day. Yo, my people. Make sure to join my watch along for the Chelsea vs Liverpool match. Hope you guys have a good day. Link is below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for Chelsea content. The Chelsea vs Liverpool match. Hope you guys have a good day. Link is below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for Chelsea content. Yo, my people. Make sure to join my watch along for the Chelsea vs Liverpool match. Hope you guys have a good day. Boy, Kyle Mudrik apparently doesn't start today. He's going to be on the bench. That's the news. watching BT Sport. It's going to be the home of the match today. I'm going to the team. Oh, I appreciate the views, my people, and the likes. Will Chelsea win today? Let me know in the comments. The match soon start, man. We are waiting for the start. But Mikhail Mudryk isn't starting for, but Lewis Hall is starting. And the first team is out. What is the lineup today? The lineup is Kepa in goal, Trevor Chalobah, Badiashile, Thiago Silva, Cucurella, Jorginho, Gallagher, Ziyech, Mount, Hall, Havertz. Say nothing. Hall's to be able to play in midfield today, which means that Mount or Gallagher, what are we even playing? Is this a 4-2-3-1 or is it a 4-3-3? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure.
Have battled for the biggest prizes in recent years, but after really poor first halves of the season, they're hoping they can still salvage something. Graham Potter is the visiting manager. After a shocking run of form, his dream job at Chelsea was beginning to turn into a nightmare.
They're running all over Chelsea at times here. The troubles of the Graham Potter continue.
But last Sunday saw assured debuts, exciting introductions and a priceless 3 points. Something for Potter and the Chelsea fans to build on, perhaps.
Just what Chelsea needed.
Having built and achieved so much here and beyond, today sees Jurgen Klopp celebrate the significant milestone of 1,000 games as a manager. From humble beginnings, Klopp has experienced it all in his 999 games. Agony, ecstasy, redemption.
Jurgen Klopp has taken Liverpool back to the top of the mountain.
But in his own words, last weekend's humbling on the South Coast was the worst game in his 21 years in the dugout.
A chance for the goal! Brighton ruthless, Liverpool toothless. By 3 goals to 0. That is unacceptable from Jurgen Klopp's.
That defeat was Liverpool's 6th of the season, though they did bounce back in the FA Cup in midweek. And Jurgen Klopp is backing that team who performed so well. Joe Gomez keeps his place. It's the same midfield with Ziyech making his first Premier League start. Darwin Núñez is on the bench. Harvey Elliott starts again. Chelsea have an even worse injury crisis with 10 players missing, and they arrived without an away win in the league for over 3 months. But with another new signing, Mikhail Mudryk on the bench, it's just one change for them. Carney Chukwuemeka is out with Cucurella into the starting lineup.
Carney's out.
Well, it is 9th against 10th. lunchtime with both teams on 28 points, 10 outside the top four. I'm sure these fans would not have expected that at the halfway point of the season, but there's still plenty of time to turn things around. A winner today could climb to sixth. Welcome to Anfield. Well, this game is one that always matters. Rio Ferdinand, Joe Cole are with us for this one. We're delighted to say Stephen Gerrard is here as well, and Jurgen Klopp joins us. Good to see you.
Thank you. Morning.
Jurgen, there's only one place to start. Your 1,000th game as a manager. Congratulations. Did you ever imagine you'd charge of Mainz 21 years ago?
At that time, I didn't know if I would have a second game, to be honest. So it was a different time, but it's fine. But that means 2,000 press conferences, 70,000 interviews. So
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure you are, but so that's mine actually. The last
That's the thing about Klopp. He's always got humour, you know.
Big number. I know I look like I have counted the games, but I did it in 20
Make sure to jump on the
Instagram
to see the starting lineup and like the picture. Comment your thoughts and opinions.
You've built here over the years, and the intensity that they play at, all over that time, the level that you've been playing at. How do you maintain the motivation for your players and yourself?
Oh, mine is no problem. I don't know. I've been like Obelix. I fell in a. Asterix Obelix, the one who fell in this. I don't know it. Forget it. It's obviously a German joke then. No, but I have enough energy for another 10 years if you want. But no, it's not much a problem. I know where it's coming from. We are together for a long time with some players, and now it looks like we have to change. And then people say we changed too late and all this kind of thing. It's normal. But the problem we had are similar, and Pep said it now this week. We knew it as well. Not that we are a happy flower team in the beginning of the season, but we had a super intense season. It was super successful without having the success, of course, because we were not champion and didn't win the Champions League, but we won 2 cup competitions. For us, what made it worse then, we didn't start well, made it worse with a lot of injuries and these kind of things. So that's all not cool. But it has nothing to do with energy. It looks like, I know, we have to find a way for the boys again, where they feel really comfortable and where they have the right distances, where they have we have to win more challenges. It's right that I saw as well, we were not angry enough, we were not greedy enough in a lot of moments, but it's not on purpose. These things happen and we have to help, and that's what we do. And now what we need to find for sure is consistency, and for that we need to be much more competitive than we were, because it's a week ago we were really down, frustrated, angry, and 4 days ago we were quite happy, but it's like you cannot go through a season like that. So we need to find consistency, and I hope we make today another step.
Just leading on to that, Jurgen, has that influenced your decisions today in terms of your midfield? Obviously, the performance was a lot better at Wolves. The midfield was outstanding. Is it basically go again because you all deserve to play? Because Fabinho's obviously on the side. I know you've got a few more injuries.
Yeah, no, it's one reason. So Trent came only back yesterday. First time. Darwin now 1.5 days of training if you want. But midfield is always a midfield. It's like that. And when you are too open in general, in midfield, nobody can close the gaps. And we are not compact enough. That starts with the front three, obviously. When the front three are not together, it makes life incredibly difficult for the midfielders. In this game, we were really compact. Both wingers were really there. Cody defended really deep in kind of a Bobby Firmino manner, if you want. Was around the 6, did that really well. All of a sudden, Naby Keita, Thiago Alcantara, who are not famous for being sprinter or whatever, had the challenges in the areas where they're good at, defensively and offensively. When you are connected, then you can play like this and can win balls, and they are outstanding in small spaces. We've been played much better. But after winning balls, usually in the last few games, we win balls and give it away in the next moment. It's like we cannot be compact, because you like to try to push up in that moment, but you are not. You started, the ball is gone again, and then the spaces are really big. So football is not complicated, but to bring 11 players together and let them do the same thing is now not the easiest thing in the world, especially when they're not full of confidence. So that's why the last game against Wolves was. It's like the blueprint for what we have to do now. Everybody who plays now knows exactly, again, finally, if you don't defend, you cannot play.
So.
And you've given 18-year-old Stefan Bajcetic his first Premier League start. Was that a big call to make? And what did you see from him on Tuesday that you liked so much?
Everything. I liked everything. But it's already no, it was not a big call. He deserves that. He would have played before because he was just injured for 2 games. But he made massive steps since he's with us. He's a smart kid. He's a really good footballer. And imagine I wouldn't have played him today. Imagine that. Okay, what do you have to do as a football player apart from playing outstanding? And then the coach tells you, I was good, my friend, but back in the cupboard or whatever. And so, no, that was clear that if they can, we start with his midfield again. So, and then he was part of the midfield, very decisive part, and that's why we play again with them.
Jürgen, thanks very much for coming out to talk to us. Best of luck.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
See you, Jen.
Big cheers for the manager there as he heads off to prepare. There's a lot
Come on, Chelsea.
today ahead of a 12:30 kickoff. So let's have a look at what is coming up
You
today.
need these W's today.
Well, it feels like half the league's bosses are feeling the heat. Who would want to
3
be a
votes.
Premier League
Chelsea
manager?
people, 3
Well,
people
here
Chelsea
from
are gonna
Graham
win.
Potter, will he be
Love
afforded
to see
time
it.
under Todd Bowley's Chelsea revolution? Stephen will give us the lowdown on Liverpool's midfield. A certain Jude Bellingham may get a mention. And kickoff is 12:30 in this big North against South rivalry between Liverpool and Chelsea. Rio's dropping his microphone, his hands are so cold. He's already nicked one of my hand warmers as well.
I'll tell everyone.
Stephen, Jürgen Klopp has been under a bit of pressure this season, Graham Potter as well, and it seems like several other Premier League managers all teetering on the brink this weekend. Who would be a Premier League manager?
I wish I still was. Hey, listen, I think it's the best in the world. It's the most high demand, the most pressurised environment to coach and managing. We're talking about a guy here who's about to make 1,000 games, so congratulations to him. I mean, he's an iconic figure around here. He's someone who can handle that pressure. He's probably lived with it before. He's very experienced. But I think the league's changed over the last decade from when we guys were involved in the league. There was teams, with all due respect, down the bottom where you'd be guaranteed to win games of football. At the moment, everyone's spending large amounts of money. Everyone's improving the squads. And any team on the day of beating everyone. So I think that's why there's a lot more inconsistency in the league and a lot more demand on the managers to get results.
We see so many managers age, don't we, as well? Obviously not you. Does it take a mental toll?
Of course it does, yeah. You're very much all in. You're very much living it on a daily basis, 24 hours around the clock. I was speaking to the boys about it earlier, about the tiredness that you feel. You feel like you've played yourself. When you get a result, however way it goes, you're straight onto the next game. You're watching games. You get very little rest and sleep. So, of course, it's going to take a toll. And again, if the results are not going you well, you feel it actually.
Stevie, do you sit there? I mean, hitting that side of the pitch, and does it make you sit there and go, you know what, I need to get back in there, I want to get back in? Or are you happy sitting there, again, relaxing a little bit more on the sidelines with us guys here?
Yeah, I think when you're around the stadium, you see the pitch, the teams come in, you speak to Jürgen, you get that buzz of the match day, you get that feel. I don't think I'll ever lose that or ever not want to be involved in that, but I am enjoying at the moment being around my family, watching football. I'm enjoying being back here today, stress-free. But I think if you love the game and you've got it in your DNA, I think you're always going to miss it. It
feels really different to when you were playing, George, doesn't it? It feels like we're seeing these sackings much more frequently. Do you agree with Stephen? It's just down to the competitiveness now in the league and the expectations.
It's certainly the most competitive league around. I think, speaking to Frank as well, and he was saying that the lows seem to be lower, but the highs are higher.
Of course we're going to win today, bro. Of course. It's jarring that, what's it called? It's jarring that Mudryk ain't going to be playing though. Well, at least start anyway. Hopefully he can score. And Kovacic, I'm not even sure. They haven't said anything. They haven't said anything still. I'm waiting for Graham Potter to have his interview, then he will say. The lineup's calm. It's very interesting, I must say. I didn't expect Lewis Hall to start in midfield, but I'll take it. He deserves his chance. I just don't know whether having Cucurella at left back is the right deal. Yeah, I know. I'm Graham Potter. Wait. But Mount's gonna be playing on the left. One of them two gonna be playing on the left, so it just depends, innit? I'm just waiting to see. We have to wait and see what the team does. They've never played together this midfield and the attack force. I'm just hoping that Liverpool's defense is as bad as they have been, and we can eventually just score. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Interviews.
Yeah, well, if Man City can get beat at half time, what chance has anyone else got? We're going to take a short break now, but when we come back, we will be hearing from Graham Potter as his side continue to splash the cash. Mihajlo Mudryk in a deal worth up to 89 million, and Noni Madueke on his way from PSV for 30 million have become January signings numbers 5 and 6, and you suspect there'll be more on the way. We'll talk Chelsea's transfer strategy next.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Lions gonna come. This is my jungle. The growth, the legacy, the history.
Appreciate it. Good luck. 2-2. Someone thinks the game's gonna be 2-2 today. I hope it's not though. Love for the views, my people. Damn. Man said Lewis will start in midfield. I didn't even see that today. I take it Graham Potter is taking the same route with Mudryk as we have been with as he's done with Reece James. I'm saying hopefully not. Up the trust, man. Sorry about the no volume, people.
3,000
1,000 give or take in this ground today. I think if we asked them at the start of the season where these two clubs would be at the halfway point, I think anyone in that crowd would have said 9th and 10th. I mean, things change quickly, don't they?
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's the kind of the beauty of the league. Such a high level, and obviously both teams here are world-class teams, and we want to be fighting for the title. So it's a massive game, although neither of us are where we want to be, but we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough game, but we're excited.
It's a difficult period because you've got a lot of players out injured, and you're trying to integrate players coming in. It doesn't give you a balance and a rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, we've gone for a bit of a rough patch with results and performances, but hopefully the win in the last game will help us to kind of turn that around and give us a bit of confidence. So, you know, we're enjoying working with the manager, and we just hope we can perform better on the pitch.
And this match today, I mean, Liverpool are in a difficult position as well. Is it about who gets back on their feet the earliest?
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of in a similar position, like I said earlier. So both teams going to want the 3 points more than anything. So it's a very important game, but we're definitely up for it, and hopefully we can give a good performance.
I'll let you get off to the warm up because it's important today. It's freezing.
Well, it's been a baptism of fire for his manager, Graham.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Lewis Hall should be starting left back, but I guess with how many players do we have out today? Let's just check this, my people. I guess Lewis Hall, the thing about him is that he's a midfielder, so at least today he's able to play in his best position, his favourite position. Chukwuemeka Mako is likely to come off the bench, and Mudryk, he's definitely going to get some game time. I see him coming on for the last half an hour as well. But let's just hope that by that time we're winning the game. But we have to wait and see. Nonetheless, though, it's a decent lineup. Definitely not our strongest, but we have so many players out. We have no other choice, really.
Getting this side together, how long does that take? It's not my job to really guess how long it takes. If you look around at our competitors, you can see a story at Manchester City, you can see a story at Arsenal, you can see a story at Liverpool. And there's varying timescales there. It's about making steps all the time, trying to improve, trying to keep building. And then you can get yourself to a point where you can be who you want to be and competing for every trophy. Do people forget that you're a human being?
It's not like I'm some robot. It's just speaking to this camera. Like, there's course of stuff that happens. And my responsibility to come to you is to speak in as respectful a way as I can, even though some of your questions are stupid.
You guys have a tough job as journalists. You have to fill a lot of space. There's journalists having to put articles out, and sometimes you'd like them to be balanced and fair, but sometimes it's about headlines, and the more contentious it is, the more clicks it gets. I think that's just the way the world is at the moment, and social media is still trying to work out the effects of that. I think there's always been a silent majority, and there's a noisy minority. You understand that there's always people out there that won't like you.
What effect does it have on you when it's going wrong?
Well, you feel the responsibility always, I think, and then you have to try to understand that you're not totally responsible. You can feel the physiological effect of the game, for sure, in your body, and it should be that way. We're really fortunate, we're going to go to Anfield and play a game of football. It's amazing in some ways, no matter how challenging it is. And sometimes when you are in a bad moment, you can't feel sorry for yourself, you just got to keep going.
It's interesting, Stephen, that you talked about that physiological effect on your body during a game. Is that something you can relate to?
Yeah, for sure he'll be feeling it more than anyone, especially when results are not going well. But this is a manager that needs time. I think he's shown that at Brighton. He needs to build. He mentioned in his interview about small steps. The problem he's got and the challenge he's got as a Chelsea, Joe knows better than anyone. I'm not sure you get that time unless your results are positive. Obviously, they've been inconsistent of late. A lot of new signings have come in. And I think Graham Potter needs a certain type of player that can hang on to everywhere, that he can coach, that he can develop and improve. So he's coming here for the long term and the big picture. The challenge is he going to be given that time? He's obviously had assurances from the top, or hopefully he's had assurances from the top, and with no doubt he'll get this Chelsea team here. He just needs to improve results to allow him that time.
Can he get that time, George? Do you think Chelsea can be that project club where they're building something for the long term when you know the fans are expecting to win right now?
I think they have to. Graham Potter was never going to be coming in like a Conte or Mourinho where he's going to come and shake it all up. And he's also coming to the club where you had the ownership group change, all of the recruitment staff change. The whole club is going through a transition. And looking at the fans, the studio was right next to the fans after the Fulham game. And they're used to, in that situation, a new manager coming through in 3 days' time. But I really don't think the club's in a position where they can do that. You bring Potter in, you have to give him time. All of these new signings, just getting the lads in the door and getting them settled and getting them to understand he's got to implement his philosophy and get that down, and that's going to take time. I don't even think he needs assurances. I think he'll be fine, but results. It's results, and today's a crucial game for Chelsea, as it is for Liverpool. I think it's a must-not-lose game for him today, and then get this season underway. By the end of the season, there needs to be some kind of the team needs to be taking shape. The philosophy, the way that Chelsea are going to play in the next 10 years.
I think the new owners, I think they're coming in and they're going to have a reset with this football club in terms of culture, in terms of the way they deal with managers, not looking at short-term fixes. And I think Graham Potter, is a he's somebody you can see with the past, what he done at Brighton. 3 seasons before he kind of had a real improvement, you saw a real big actual change in the way that their fortunes are going. And so to expect him to come here and to change it immediately would be, I think, criminal to do that, especially with the amount of new signings and new players they have coming through the door. I think it would be difficult for any manager to come in here and change things dramatically over a short period of time with that amount of players coming in.
That's the thing as well, when you sign a new, he's probably signing for you because you've convinced them that Chelsea is the big picture, you're the manager for him, you're going to develop him over a period of time. But if you're changing your manager every 6 months, every 12 months, the players are going to be all over the place as well.
Everyone is talking about this transfer strategy, over 400 million in the last 6 months. What do you think of the strategy, Stephen? Is there a strategy?
There is
I'm
a
not
strategy.
sure. Listening to Graham Potter's interviews, there's little nuggets within the interview that he's not taking responsibility for every signing here. He's saying more of a collective in terms of the decision making here. I think you've got an owner that's in a rush for success. You've got a manager that wants a bit more patience. He wants to, build something special here, and I think he's more than capable. For me, the concerning thing is he seems to be reacting off recent results. So if you look at January alone, they broke the record again. What is it, close to 150 million again? I mean, when's it going to stop? So if they don't have a positive 6 months now to the end of the season, they're going to go spend another 200 million. I think there needs to be a bit of patience. There needs to be a bit of calm, relax, and let the manager and the coach build something special. The way to do that's on the training pitch and with time, not necessarily adding bodies and expensive signings into the mix.
I think when you speak to players that he's coached as well, and I know a few players that he's coached when he's time at Brighton, and they're full of admiration for the way he coaches. They're so positive about the way he is. He's a lot of information, a lot of detail, and with that, again, it goes back to one thing: you need time to implement all of those ideas and all your strategies and your game understanding of what he wants. Because I think he's quite intricate in the way he coaches, and I think that he's going to need a little bit of time. And so, as long as the owners they understand that as well and play by that rule, I think they're going to be in for a good ride at this football club with that time.
Do you think these signings look like his type of players, with the sort of characters he'll need and want in that dressing room to achieve success?
We don't know too much about the characters of Mudryk, Street and João Felix, so we haven't seen them. But I think the guys are right in the sense that it's going to be about time. And it's uncharted territory for Graham Potter because he's never had to deal with this amount of players that's coming through the door. There isn't many managers in the league who will do. He just needs to be given that little time just to get. And Rio Sandler, we spoke with guys who've worked with him. He gives a lot of information to players. So you've got to get that information across. That information's got to rest with the players. They've got to understand it. And it's not just one player. There might be 2 or 3 players in that position that you've got to know that if you put them on that left back, for instance, they know what you want when they change the system. Chelsea's it's just unstable at the moment because of that. And it's going to be time. So you need to hold on to it.
Stevie, I mean, with Graham Potter, he managed at Brighton. With all due respect, there wasn't superstars that he's getting here at the likes of Chelsea. What's the difference between when you had a Coutinho who's playing at the biggest clubs and you come to a club like yours, but you've got young players who are impressionable? What's the difference in handling those type of players?
I think what you want them to do, you want them to come into the culture, but it's very difficult to set a culture or have a winning culture if new bodies keep piling in all the time.
Everyone happy.
Yeah, and it's the effect. Obviously, they're signing a lot of talented players. You can see clearly the top players that are coming in. They're going to improve Chelsea in terms of talent and ability. But is it helping the culture? So where does that leave Aubameyang? Where does it leave Ziyech? You know, these players are going to be upset. So sometimes you can create more damage by adding more bodies to it.
Well, another win today would certainly give Graham Potter a big boost. When we come back, we're going to turn our attention to Liverpool, who, despite a poor start to 2023, actually have a good record here at Anfield. It's just 1 defeat in 32, with 20 of their 28 points coming at home. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Half an hour till kick off, my people there.
Bet365. Stream every match of the Australian Open 2023 live and on demand on Discovery Plus.
I can't wait to meet my nephew Carl. He's back on fire! Oh, I got you this awesome gift from us. Have to smuggle it in my pouch.
How long is Carl staying here? Play from the front now! It was the wombat!
Oh, wombatted, meerkatted, simples.
Betfred presents. Check out our exclusive offers every day, both in store and online with Betfred.
The competition is a standout. With them lost from the 20%.
Yeah, tap. It'll be interesting still.
Yeah, you can hear it. Lions in the cup. This is my jungle. The belt, the legacy, the history. Something I'm going for. I don't fear no one. Lions ain't got no choice but to hunt if they go hungry. This is bigger than big review, and you BT Sports fans deserve this. Someone getting knocked out.
Next weekend, we've
The obvious one, because I do think of them.